Breaking news. So the Russian soldiers and others known as the Russian African Corps, in collaboration with Malian armed forces, set a trap for the terrorists that invaded Mali 5 days ago, Friday 24th April 2026. The Russian army and the Malian soldiers, in collaboration, set a trap for the terrorists that invaded Mali 5 days ago. This happened on the 24th day of April. Precisely, that was on Friday. The terrorists, they invaded the palace of the governorate of Mali. The governorate palace in Mali. They invaded the palace. When they were coming into the palace, they were even making videos of themselves coming into the palace. They were much. And the Russian police made sure that the Mali police stayed to the instruction. There were no gunshot. They allowed them, they ambushed them, they allowed them to get into the palace. The moment they got into the palace, they attacked them. It was swift, it was furious. They attacked them. They unalived so many of the bandits, the terrorists. They unalived so many of them. Dead bodies of the terrorists littered everywhere in the street of Mali. Some of the terrorists that tried to escape, the villagers, the community people, ran after them, strangled them with their bare hands. I was so happy when I saw that video. I was so happy. I've never been this happy. You see, one thing I've noticed is that our African military, when they are being paired with foreign militaries, they give their best. It's not like African military, we don't have what it takes to eliminate terrorism in our land. But the leaders at the ends of affairs in Africa are the ones perpetrating terrorism in their country. Even though it's being sponsored by the West, our leaders give consent to it. Who say terrorism cannot be eradicated in Nigeria? Shout out to the Russian soldiers. You people are one of the best in the world. You people are really indeed against terrorism in Africa. What you did in Mali is enough for me to attest to the fact that you people are really indeed against terrorism in Africa. There is this video you will watch. Just watch this video. After this video, we will come back to discuss more for you to know where this terrorism is coming from and those that are sponsoring it. Let's watch this video.
To Professor Franklin Niamzi, president of the African Freedom Institute. He's joining us from the capital of Mali. Welcome to the program, sir. And indeed, the Alliance of Sahel States has been engaged in counterterrorism operations in the region for quite some time now. But why is there now a resurgence of terrorist attacks? Why the timing?
The West is in a very serious and deep economic crisis, financial crisis, energetical crisis. The West is, in fact, the poorest part of our world. They don't have gold, they don't have gas, oil in their soil. They need to organize wars everywhere through the earth so that they can squander strategic resources of sovereign people. You see the war against Russia, it is the same goal. The war against Iran is the same goal. The war against Venezuela is the same goal. The war against Libya, Iraq, and many other countries through these two last centuries, organized by NATO's force and notably Western forces, those wars have only one goal: destabilize, to loot, destabilize, to steal, destabilize so that you can dominate by lies and by instrumentalizing international law. So Africa is in a very serious fight a very serious struggle is the struggle for its true sovereignty, the end of the influence of post-colonial forces, neo-colonial forces, and preceding colonial powers. These terrorists are not Africans just fighting against Africans. They are instrumentalized Africans fighting for Western and Middle Eastern interests against their own people just because, as mercenaries, they are paid daily for their crimes. So this is a very important issue for all Africans today. We have to support Mali, to support Sahelian State Alliance, because those countries of this confederation are the only who show a coherent, clear determination to fight for African sovereignty, prosperity, dignity, peace, and security.